Hello, sir. My name is Ashish. I'm from collegedunia.com, and we welcome you to our portal, College Dunia web platform, Thought on Education task on us for this interview. So, before we proceed, sir, we will like to have a small introduction of yours, sir.
Hello, good evening from US, Ashish, and it's my pleasure talking to you today. I'm Dr. Kumar Singh. Graduated in Electrical and Electronics Engineering branch from then RIT Jamshedpur, now it is NIT Jamshedpur. And I joined after graduating Tata Steel, Jamshedpur. I spent my whole career in Tata Steel, moved to various positions. In between, I also completed my master's in Power Electronics from NIT Jamshedpur, and thereafter, I did my PhD from BIT Sindri, erstwhile, one of the top college of then Bihar and Jharkhand combined. Now it is in Jharkhand, one of the oldest government engineering college of then Bihar and Jharkhand. Parallelly, I also did my executive postgraduate diploma in international business from Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, Delhi, which comes under Government of Commerce Ministry, Government of India. During my career, I moved to various functions in Tata Steel, right from electrical electronics maintenance, moved to IT function, then automation, then telecommunication, and I superannuated finally as Chief of Training and Development, or it's called Chief of Employee Development, you can say, of Tata Steel. It's SNTI today. It's known very fondly known as SNTI. But I retired as Chief of Capability Development for Tata Steel Pan India operation, in the sense that I was in charge for all employees training and development, skill development for Jamshedpur operation, the newly established Kalinganagar operation, mines, collieries, marketing, sales, finance. So for all employees of Tata Steel, officers, workers, and even contract workers put together, close to over 80,000 employees. See, I had some kind of inclination towards education right from beginning. And maybe that, made me interested in such a way that I also wrote books on engineering subjects, which are published by world's renowned publishers, and they are taught in engineering colleges like IITs, NITs, all deemed to be universities, private and government engineering colleges. My first book was published titled Industrial Instrumentation and Control, which has been published by McGraw-Hill. And its third edition is right now, in the market, and it's very, very, I would say, sought for by the students of particularly instrumentation branch. Then I wrote another book called Process Automation or Process Control, which was published by Prentice Hall, that is another renowned publisher. And the third book was published by Pearson Education, and the title was Database Management System. I am in the process of writing another book called Data Communication and Computer Networks. There are publishers, McGraw-Hill, as well as Pearson, but I have not yet decided to whom should I go to, maybe some other publisher. So I have interest in, writing technical books, because I always believed that there is a huge gap between theory and practice. Even today, the universities, the engineering colleges, whatever they teach in their engineering colleges and whatever industry needs, there is huge gap. And we need to bridge this gap. In my books, I have tried to bridge this gap to the extent possible, because I have tried to put in the experience, what I have been faced while working in Tata Steel in my book. So I have dedicated few chapters on case studies wherein the theory, how the theory can be implemented at soft floor in the industry. So those aspects I have tried to cover to the extent possible. So this is my background. In fact, while I was in Tata Steel, I was attached to the educational institutions. In fact, I was visiting professor for NIT Jamshedpur, BIT Sindri, and I used to take their classes when they started their new branch and they were not having the right professors. And we were always on demand because we had practical experience. So I have taught computer science subjects in computer engineering branch and electronics branch of NIT Jamshedpur and BIT Sindri.
So when you first joined the college, what are your vision that you had set for yourself as the chairman of the BA College of Engineering and Technology?
See, if you talk about when I joined the college, in fact, in a way, it was my brainchild when I was attached to the society. Way back in 2000, we dreamed of having engineering college because at that time, forget about Jamshedpur. In Jharkhand, there were not a single private institute, engineering college. If you look at Jharkhand, long back, maybe 50 years, 70 years, 80 years back, there were, visionary leaders who decided to have since it was raw material rich state. So they decided to have some steel plant. But thereafter, there's no major big industries, right? And therefore, there is no new job creations. In fact, these old job, the organizations are also getting mechanized, technically upgraded. So there is decrease of job. In fact, they are now looking for more skilled kind of manpower. So number of jobs have decreased, but skill requirement has increased. So we need to have, so this third angle of my vision is how can we produce skilled manpower. So there are three aspects of our vision of BA College of Engineering. One is get into research and create something new, which can, provide opportunity for many. Number two, develop skilled manpower, not just a manpower or a theoretical manpower. And third is create job creating mindset, not a job seeking mindset.
Yes.
So these are three underlining, vision of our BA College of Engineering.
It's very great to know that every student are going for seeking a job, but you are making the student develop in such a way that they could be the entrepreneur in the coming years.
Exactly. How can they become entrepreneur? How can they go for the startup? How can give jobs to others?
Yes, sir.
So that's our major objective now.
So, sir, moving on to the next question. So tell us about your college, that how do you plan to build a success of your college in the long presence of market of East?
So, as I said, one of the major objective of our, BA College of Engineering or vision statement is how can we become, mostly, regarded or sought for kind of institution in the Eastern region. And as I said, these are three underlining aspects which we once achieve, we will become. Now, following are our actions which we are taking to go to or achieve those targets. For skilling of the our engineering students, there are 2-3 aspects or 2-3 initiatives we have taken. Number one, we have created a cell called Industry Institute Consultancy Cell. Now, I would also like to inform you that I am also advisor to Jharkhand University of Technology, which encompasses all engineering colleges and polytechnic colleges, over 18 numbers of Jharkhand. So I'm advisor to Jharkhand University of Technology. And in fact, I only advised them and suggested them last year that, as of now, there was no such consultancy cell. See, if you look at Jharkhand, today we have close to 20 or 22 private engineering colleges and government engineering colleges.
Yes, sir.
And we have around 60, 70 polytechnic colleges. If you put them together, we have students close to lakhs in number.
Yes, sir.
They are all technical manpower. So Jharkhand has certain advantage. One is rich in raw materials. We have good number of technical trained manpower.
Yes, sir.
But then we don't have opportunity for our own technical manpower to work in Jharkhand. They all apply to some other states. The reason is that we have a manpower, but it's a theoretical manpower, not a skilled manpower.
Yes, sir.
Number two, we don't have opportunity within Jharkhand so that such skilled manpower can be absorbed, or they can get the opportunity within the Jharkhand. This is another thing. So that's what I suggested then Vice Chancellor, that we should have such cell wherein these professors can, with the help of huge manpower strength of students, approach the industry and solve their, if not all, most of the problems.
Yes.
What the industry is facing. And you see, these problems are not always very complicated. These problems, most of the time, because I have worked in industry, most of the time they have a small solution, right?
Yes.
Now, one needs to focus in that. So we have such a huge manpower resource, but we are not utilizing in the right direction. So within BA College of Engineering, we have created this cell called Industry Institute Cell. In fact, I am very happy to tell you that BA College of Engineering, Bassett, is the nodal center for Kulhan area for Industry Institute consultancy activities on behalf of Jharkhand University, Technical University. So we are the nodal center for Kulhan, means the three districts, Jamshedpur East, then Saraikela Kharsawa and Chaibasa. So all industries coming under this and all colleges within this vicinity, we are the nodal center. We have already initiated interaction with various industries in Aditpur industrial area, because Aditpur industrial area having major SMEs industries, then Tata Steel, HCL, Hindustan Copper Limited. And if you travel on the highway NH33, you find good number of medium scale industries. So we are interacting on regular basis with these industries and also having MOUs, Memorandum of Understanding, with few of them. Like we have MOUs with Tata Steel, you would be surprised. And Tata Steel had donated us some 15-20 computers to work on high-end technology which they need, so that our students get trained on that. There is a company called IT Scient, which is California, US based, but they have headquarters in Adityapur auto cluster, and we have MOU with them. And we have kind of tie-up wherein our students work or get exposure on their platform, their requirement, what exactly industry needs. In fact, they have given few computers, and after beyond the college hours, students work on those computers and they work on their system. In the process, they learn and they become a kind of trained, skilled manpower for them in future. In fact, after 4 years of their completion, they can straightway take as a trained, skilled manpower, and from day one they can start having a productive kind of manpower resource for them. So such kind of MOUs we have done with few industries. There is another industry in Bangalore. So they give training on Microsoft courses. So we have kind of tie up and they take our students on those courses, they train them. So likewise, we have a kind of started a kind of interaction with industries, close interaction with industries, and we have started requesting them to give us few of their problems, and using our professors, because under the guidance of professors and industrial experts, because you see professors are also theoretical, but like my background is industries, we have the working experience. Similarly, in my college, I have introduced some 4 or 5 such kind of people who worked in Tata Steel or other industries, and after retirement, I have engaged them, and they are helping in providing such expertise in various fields, guiding professors. In turn, using students, we are trying to address industry's problem. So this is one direction. Another one is that which is general, every college must be doing, is that the intensive training in industry, and there we are trying to make it more productive. You see, not that copy paste, people should create a project and then simply submit and they get certain weightage for that. No, the internship projects which are done, they have to present to the industry, and then they have to come back and present to the set of group of people, and wherein I personally make sure that I'm there, so that they do justice to the project. They learn something out of it and they produce something relevant for the industry. So that is second thing. Third is that we are developing, in fact, already we have developed in our college what is called training kits. You see, generally, typically, if you visit to colleges, so they have kept some small, old kinds of instruments, equipments, and simply they so aisa hota hai. But we have training kit in the sense, or that is called trainer, in the sense we have developed with the help of these industry experts and students, involving students and professors of my college. They have developed technical trainers, let's say, electrical wiring training kit, wherein you can create various faults like short circuit. जैसे short circuit होता है, open circuit होता है, earthing होता है. इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग को आप प्रैक्टिकल पढ़ा रहे हैं, अभी आप थ्योरेटिकल बता देते हैं ऐसा, वहां पे वी हैव डेवलप अ किट बोर्ड. वहां पे यू कैन क्रिएट सम फॉल्ट इंटेंशनली एंड देन सी दिस फॉल्ट कैन बी क्रिएटेड, हाउ, व्हाई दिस फॉल्ट कैन बी क्रिएटेड एंड हाउ दिस फॉल्ट कैन बी सेटल्ड. So such kind of training kits we are developing. So I see 3-prong actions for developing skill. One is that developing training kits so that their concepts are clear and they do with their own hand and create problems, faults, and solve it. Another one is that internship, which are objectively done. Number 3, industry institute, consultancy cell through which we try to address live problems of the industries wherein there is win-win situation for both of us, and in the process we also generate some revenue. The fourth one in this direction we have done. You see, you may be aware that Government of India has also come out with various schemes. One of the scheme is called UBA, Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, and under Unnat Bharat Abhiyan they encourage colleges to adopt few villages around them, and do some technical intervention in the rural area. They do some technical development, some upgradation of the activities of rural population. How technical intervention can help developing or improving, ecosystem or economic condition of the socio-economic condition of the rural population. So there also we have registered with Unnat Bharat Abhiyan scheme, and we are doing projects in industry. We have adopted 5 villages, and that is as per government plan, wherein DC knows, the district deputy commissioner of the district knows that this college has, taken these villages, adopted these villages. We have regularly sending our professors and students to interact with those villages, understand their problems, prepare a project report, and then technical intervention try to solve those problems. So these are 4 actions we have initiated in developing skilled manpower.
That means you focus on the practical training rather than getting the things that are getting marked in the student.
Exactly.
So moving on to the next question, sir. Being the chairman of the university or the college, how do you think the curriculum can be more strategized for bringing the student at par with the industry standard?
See, unfortunately, because as I have advantage of having worked in industry and now taking care of education institution, I was also in the committee of NIT Jamshedpur from industry for helping them, contributing what industry is looking for. But unfortunately, the way it should come up in the syllabus, it has not come up. As I said, whatever I discussed just now, for developing skilled manpower, we are trying to influence the syllabus of Jharkhand University of Technology. So one of the major contribution I should say, or I would say that what I have made being advisor, I could influence them to have this industry institute consultancy cell. Also, we revisited all the syllabus of all branches of engineering, and with the help of set of experts who retired from industry, we tried to incorporate industrial practical aspects in the syllabus. And hopefully from next year, the Jharkhand University of Technology will have, I would not say the best syllabus, but one of the best syllabus or better syllabus compared to the past, which is focusing on industrial skill requirement. So we have put practical aspects in the syllabus. Parallelly, in my own college, as I said, we are dedicating certain sessions or certain periods on hands-on. As I said, we are developing these training kits. So both ways, students are involved in developing those training kits. So who developed those training kits, anyway, all confusions are clear. And thereafter, those who could not be part of the developing training kit, now they are working on those training kits, practicing on those training kits. So this we are putting more, in fact, periods, giving more opportunities and time to our students, focusing on the hands-on. Parallelly, we are also encouraging our professors, because professors also needs to be skilled, because they are also theoretical. Their also mindset needs to be changed. So we have a lot of training programs from them. Time to time, we expose them, calling experts from industries. In fact, we have started unique system of celebrating engineering months by each and every branch. We have 5 engineering branches: electrical engineering, electronics and communication engineering, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, computer science engineering, plus basic sciences. Every branch, every 2 months, every year, they have to, organize engineering months, and on entire month, they have to do something which is practical in nature, wherein industry comes into picture, and they, do various activities like paper presentation, power presentation, then, call the industry experts and, ask them to talk on various subjects. We organize certain competitions on technical aspects. We ask them to develop some projects and, put it as exhibit form, exhibitions wherein they create something and try to showcase, and we award them. So basically, we give them a space and encourage them through various actions so that they develop skill, and whatever they learn theoretically, they apply practically, so that they become more adaptable to the industry. There is another very important aspect, what is called soft skill. Generally, in technical, particularly, I would say that you will find the students are technically very sound, but when they go and speak, they are unable to express, they are unable to explain what they want to explain. So soft skill is very, very important, wherein we try to inculcate communication skill, leadership skill, how to work in a team, how to take lead. So we also call experts from industry like Tata Steel Management Development Center, Tata Motors Management Development Centers. We approach them and request their experts to come and have workshops of 1 day or 2 days workshops of particularly third and final year students, and inculcate them this soft skill. So that is how we try to, make our syllabus more adaptable to what industry needs.
Whatever you do, whatever your college does is a part where you focus on the student, to their mindset of getting changed, to their desired changing the world as well.
So that's what I said. You see, since I have come from industry, and my last responsibility before superannuating was basically related to training and development. In fact, it's very sad that I was chief of capability development. So I was in charge of all new recruitments in Tata Steel, whether it is graduate engineers training coming from IITs or NITs or any colleges in India, topmost colleges, whether it is business management colleges, whether it is human resource people, whether it is research and development people, trade apprentices, diploma engineers. I was in charge of central recruitment and training them further before they are placed on the shop floor for Tata Steel Pan India. And you see, we recruit students from IITs, IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, IIT Kanpur, IIT Kharagpur. Thereafter, they undergo 1 year of training. Means Tata Steel spends lakhs and lakhs, crores of rupees on their training. Why should it require? Why can't such training can be delivered while they are in college itself? So that the day they join, they become productive from day one. But this doesn't happen. Even in IIT, it doesn't happen. In IT, it doesn't happen. And that's why the industries need to take them, expose them to practical aspect before they are put in the industry, the shop floor. So that was there in my mind. And when I came, so that's what I said, that my personal focus is how can they become a skill? This is number one. Number two is how come they become, the job creator rather than becoming job seeker. And number three, how come we have more and more industry consultancy wherein we address their, not all, at least majority of their small problems, so that they are also happy, we are also happy, and we in the process earn revenue, which is beneficial to the all stakeholders of the society or the college.
Since you have a concept of what we used to do and some of the organization that used to do is the student to learn, unlearn and relearn part.
Yes. Right, you are right. So learn, unlearn, because learning has no age. In fact, even today I'm learning.
Yeah.
Right. So you see, I didn't talk about focusing on placement because that is, I say, byproduct. See, that is not important. See, that will happen if you have inculcated skill in your students and they have exposure of industries. The placement will automatically happen. I am very happy to tell you that in 17, when I took full charge of the college, we had hardly 30-40%, even 20% of placement. Today, for last 3 years, we have above 95% placement. That's what I said, that you develop skills to the student so that they will be future ready. Right, exactly. So moving on to the next question, sir. So how do you think your college has been able to overcome the bottlenecks during the epidemic in the streamlining the teaching learning process? Yes, this is a very relevant question, and as I said, I'm in charge of a school also, so we were facing such problems. So see, in fact, I would say that this pandemic has also taught us very good lesson, and it has also taught us that technically what are possible, which earlier otherwise we were not convinced that this could be possible. See, there are gaming, which is called these concepts were not earlier people thought of, and they never thought of that a gaming bhi kuch hota hai, and we can in fact implement this. There is something called virtual hands-on. I am happy to again here inform you that we also have a kind of MOU with IIT Delhi for virtual lab. That means virtually our students have access to the laboratories of IIT Delhi, and we by design make it so that every month we have virtual kind of visit of the laboratory of IIT Delhi, and lot of learning happens through gaming and this virtual lab facility what we have with IIT Delhi. Because you see, IIT Delhi has a lot of facilities and donations and kind of money they get from the government of India and their alumni, which we don't have, and most of the private engineering colleges will not have. But with this kind of agreement, almost we have access of all the 100% of their library facilities. So this is possible, and this was made possible because of pandemic, because people started looking for what else can be done. Number two, see, Virtually also you can create some practical hands-on programs or hands-on problems you can create, and that students can solve. Virtually, we also had a lot of panel discussions wherein you can get in. You see, there was another advantage. I must tell you that in last 2 years of pandemic, we had at least 10, the experts from around the globe. In fact, my son is chief information officer of fifth largest cancer research hospital of the world. He was one of, and he is product of the same school, Rajendra Vidyalaya. And today he operates from Los Angeles, California. He was one of the experts one day during panel discussion, and he spoke about how technical intervention is helping cancer services, cancer patient services. And, we were astonished to know that this can be possible. And in fact, IT services, technology is helping reducing, such cancer patients. I was really surprised to know. Similarly, from New York, one of our colleague, he is vice president of a major organization. He spoke on certain technical trend called the digital transformation, how digital transformation is happening. And entire, all organizations of the globe are trying to transform themselves digitally. And what is this digital transformation? What are the advantages of such a digital transformation? What does it mean? So, because of this, we can think of how can we connect to the globe online. And we could connect to various experts worldwide on various subjects which were relevant. And through the process, people got exposure and some of these skills were developed. So I talked about 2-3 things. One, connecting experts across the globe. Number 2, having virtual access to the one of the best labs in India, like IIT Delhi.
Yes.
And third, the gaming, through gaming concept, we try to inculcate, the knowledge and skills among the students.
Okay. So, sir, it's good to know that your own experience is now focusing for the productivity of your college as well. So,
exactly.
Moving on the next question, sir. So, what facilities you have taken care to keep the student to keep up the facility of your college in relevance with the upcoming market requirement?
It's a very good question again. And as I said, that there are 2-3 aspects. Digitally, we must upgrade our campus, which is very important. So I'm very happy that you see, when I came, we had hardly 10 Mbps of network connectivity. Today we have over 100 Mbps of network connectivity, tenfold. So we say that our entire campus is Wi-Fi enabled, meaning students can operate their equipment, electronic equipment, whether it is laptop or mobile, sitting anywhere in the campus, right? So digitally, we have upgraded, made our campus Wi-Fi enabled, entire campus. Number 2, we have, made our laboratories, more relevant in the sense what is required for the industry. Now, I will tell you, you may be aware that today we are talking about Industry 4.0, right? Today we are in the era of Industry 4.0. And what Industry 4.0 is talking about? Industry 4.0 is talking about artificial intelligence. Industry 4.0 is talking about 3D modeling. Industry 4.0 is talking about CAD/CAM. Industry 4.0 is talking about machine learning, right? In fact, today, now there are BTech courses and MTech courses specifically on these, subject titles, what I just now spoke. How can we make our laboratories Industry 4.0 enabled? That is very important, and upgrade accordingly, whatever is required. In fact, I'm here again happy to inform you that we have created what is called Technological Innovation and Business Incubation Center within our campus. As I said, that I want to focus on creating a job creator mindset, not a job seeking mindset. For them, I am creating business incubation, the startup center, technological innovation center. And there I need to have such equipment which, excites them, encourages them to work on such an aspect, create something new, which can be a business, convert into business opportunities. So how can we upgrade our laboratories and enable them Industry 4.0? If you look at our information brochures, there we are highlighting that we are Industry 4.0 enabled institutions.
Yes, I gone through it.
Yes, so that's very, very important. So similarly, all the software packages, what you have on your computers should address to this. They should have relevant packages so that they address and help students to learn those things. And your laboratories, as I said, that we are developing training kits which addresses this Industry 4.0 requirement.
Sir, if talking about my own personal experience, like I have been visiting many colleges, I have been in touch with many of the institutes. You are also following the same trend, that too in Jharkhand. Nowadays, you can see that many of the colleges are especially focusing on AI and ML part in every college. And it's good to know that if you are taking the same trend in a city like Jharkhand, and that too you are following the same trend, and you are providing good education and quality education to your student as well.
Exactly. In fact, we are we have applied to the government of Jharkhand to get university status.
Yes.
Then we will have a lot of flexibility. Yes. And such courses today we have to go through certain system. We have to go to AICT, then Jharkhand government, and for certain courses to start. But when we become our own university, then we will have certain flexibility. So we are trying to do that so that the courses which are relevant, we can start immediately without wasting time.
Yeah, that's what I said, sir. You are following the same level of education standard that every big institutes that have, and that too
Yes.
in a small city of Jharkhand. Then it's a big thing, sir.
In fact, if you have read in just 2-3 days back, or 4 days back, it came in the newspaper. Last week we had workshop and talk on artificial intelligence, wherein we had invited experts from CMERI, the research associates, which is one of the national laboratories in Durgapur in mechanical side.
Yes, sir.
CMR is a Central Mechanical Research Institute. It's Government of India. It's like National Material Laboratory we have in Jamshedpur. Similarly, for mechanical, it is in Durgapur. So with them, we aligned with them, and we had last week one workshop on that, online workshop.
Yes, sir. So moving on to the next question, sir. So what do you think should be your college's top priority over next 10 years in terms of quality education?
So my only, again, if you look at the major 3 priorities, again, I will, summarize what I started with. Research, dive down to the detailed, level, so that you create something new. And second one is skilling, as you rightly said, learn, unlearn, and relearn.
Yeah.
So how can we produce skilled manpower, not a general manpower?
Yeah.
And third, how can you have a job creating mindset product out of your college rather than job seeking mindset product out of your college? Yeah. So these would be my 3 focus thing for next 10 years.
Yes, sir. So, sir, the next question is, what are the opportunities that you see, for your college to play on national and on international stage?
So the one major opportunity which I see my college will play through this Industry Institute consultancy itself, which we have created. We want this to take a bigger shape and address some of the major concerns of industry within Jharkhand, within India, and maybe across the globe.
Yeah.
So this is one of the biggest opportunity I see, not for ourselves, but for all the colleges whomsoever wants to, get into this. This is one of the biggest opportunity I see for myself.
Okay. And sir, it would be the last question. So what are your valuable, because you being such a great personality in terms of education industry, accordingly what we have gone through your profile. So what are your piece of advice or your valuable suggestion, you can say, to the upcoming student who are the youth of the nation, that they are the only one who will represent our country. So what are your piece of advice or your valuable suggestion that you want to give to your today's youth?
In fact, you have asked very, very good question and very close to my heart. And in fact, I also give a lot of motivational talk to students, the young minds. I call them young minds. They are millennium generation, students. Number one, believe in yourself.
Yes.
That is very, very important. I say you should not have anything in your dictionary called impossible. There is nothing impossible in this universe, because I say that if you break down impossible itself is I am possible. Yes. And if you put them together, it becomes impossible. But if you break them, it becomes I am possible. So believe in yourself. Number two, see, the adversity is bound to come in your life. Don't get disturbed because of adversity. Nobody can, say that in my life, right from, that can come anytime during your student life, during your career, the industry life, your married life, whatever life. So try to know how to handle this adversity.
Yes, sir.
Instead of getting frustrated and demoralized and getting into depression.
Yes.
So number one, believe in yourself. Number two, must learn how to handle adversity, because you cannot avoid adversity. Number three, see, to be relevant, you need to upgrade yourself in whatever field you are. And you should not, it's not important. I keep on saying, it's not important to do different things. It is more important to do things differently.
Yes.
So always लीक से हट के सोचो, ऐसा होता आया है पास्ट में, ऐसा ही होता होगा, आएगा, आगे होगा, ऐसा नहीं सोचना है. You must question and think कैसे हम और दूसरे तरीके से कर सकते हैं.
Yes.
And that is what is called innovation and creativity.
Yes.
Doing things differently is called innovation and creativity. So if I summarize the advice, believe in yourself to the young minds, do things differently, always be creative and innovative. Third, try to know how to handle adversity.
Yes.
And fourth, the last one is that while thinking innovatively and creatively, try to do something different, create something new, which others will, take advantage of.
Yeah. So, sir, I personally feel very lucky to have a good interaction with you, and that too, I feel lucky that you being a chairman on such a renowned institute in Jharkhand. And I'll try to follow your piece of advice that you had given, because sometimes we used to face rejection as well. At that point of time, not only mine, everyone's, what you can say is mindset are different. They think something negative, they go for something which is you can say which is not relevant and which will affect them in their life as well, their beloved life as well. So the thing is, and you being a positive thinker, and you have made me also believe that yes, rejection ko handle karna hi hai at any point.
It's my pleasure talking to you too. And as I said, one day we can have some discussion when I am back in Jamshedpur.
Yeah.
And maybe we will, I will give you various examples how you can tackle this, adversity, because this will happen at different point in time in different conditions. जो लड़ता है वही गिरता है, वही हारता है, लेकिन फिर उठ के फिर लड़ता है और जीतता है। जो लड़ता नहीं है, मैदान छोड़ के भाग जाता है, वो फिर क्या, उसको क्या एक्सपीरियंस कुछ हुआ ही नहीं। तो मैदान छोड़ के भागना नहीं है। एंड आई जस्ट सेड नथिंग इज इम्पॉसिबल, आई एम पॉसिबल,
Yes, sir.
दैट इज ऑल्सो पॉसिबल।
Definitely, sir. So thank you for giving your precious time.